Hello everyone, and welcome back to Silent Hill F. This is episode 2. Last time, we got introduced to Hinako in the fictional 1960s Japanese town of Ebisugaoka. We've met some friends, quote-unquote friends. We've met some monsters, not so friendly friends, and there's sort of like a fox mask guy that may or may not be able to be trusted in our own mind, which is like the other world space of this game. Maybe. I don't know. But strong first impressions, and I'm very curious to see what we will discover today. Last episode, we noticed that it's 30 frames per second on the cutscenes, and some moments, like in the chase sequences, when you crouch under something, it would also be at 30. So I have actually installed a fix for that. It's actually sort of like an overall image fix with stability improvements, as well as 60 FPS on the cutscenes. So overall, this should feel better, look better, run better. And now we can proceed. So our job is to head to Rinko's house now. Gonna go check in with another friend after a conversation with Shu. It's eerie not seeing anyone around. The combat obviously got a lot more intense as well. Doesn't have to always be super combative in relation to the combat. You can dodge, you can run away, break that line of sight. But this aesthetic, this architecture mixed in with the eerie Silent Hill fog is amazing. Just very unnerving as well. I was just about to pull up my map and look where we're going to go, but hello. Focusing. Once your focus gauge is full, use R1 to perform a focus attack. Max sanity will decrease, but you will unleash a devastating attack that varies with each weapon. You can use items such as Ramune and Divine Water, or visit Hokora and Clear Mind to restore max sanity. Thank you for continuously letting me know about that. Let's try a focus attack then against this one. See how well that goes. There's some focusing artwork. There is a limit to how many items you carry. We know. Oh, we know. Hey, I don't think this creature has seen us. There's my devastating attack. Went for the stun. Okay, that's what it's like to be focused. Oh, dude, the pipe. The pipe actually genuinely does take damage and gets physically messed up. That's so sick. We can use the tool, but we also have another pipe. So I don't know if I want to waste a weapon repair kit on just a pipe. Real men drink a Tory beer. We've got what real women do and what real men do so far. We can't go through this part of the map yet, but it looks like maybe the markets with some food and stuff. We want to keep going down this way, I guess, to go to Rinko's house. I did briefly see a bit of a Scarecrow scenario here, and in the intro, I did say, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna freaking get me. If you want to fuck around and have these things be monsters, You're not gonna get me. What a creepy scarecrow. This place is full. First aid kit, a box containing various medical supplies that can be used to treat wounds of all kinds. Fully restores health. Damn, okay. So, first aid kit as well. Is that in my... Okay, so in terms of equipping actual things, I should see what's in here. So let's do... I should be able to use the toolkit from the menu, or do I have to use it? I might have to use it in this shortcut menu. Well, let's put the first aid kit over here. For emergencies. Trying to test the limits to see how far I can actually go. Hey, did you like that, lady? Once a weapon's durability has been exhausted, it will break and disappear. That's okay. I'm kind of accepting of it with this one, and I'll save the toolkit for maybe a different type of weapon. Like I said, we have another steel pipe. Try not to sprint around as much at the moment, just considering that we do know that there are monsters around. Limited item space gets me again. Arare, a small crispy rice cracker. Its pleasant crunch makes it never boring to eat. Slightly restores health and increases when used continuously, and also can be used as an offering. Oh, God. And there it is, it's broken. Not the collect steel pipe, get a jump scare. I'm so glad I didn't not use the weapon repair kit. There you go. Another steel pipe. In an area that you would realistically find one as well. I really appreciate that. I think that's really cool. That there's an element of... Oh, there you go, sledgehammer. That's a nice weapon. But an actual element of... Oh, maybe this is where I'll find a steel pipe and it's like marked on the map. That's sweet. Doing actual thorough exploration is going to end up working against us real quick, as there's so many items that we're going to end up leaving behind. That's my bad. I hit a wall instead of hitting you. So essentially, we'll want to be taking our items. I don't know where a shrine's going to be down this way, but we want to... I think we'll just have to accept that we're going to be leaving some items behind. I can't just, like, min-max. Doing offerings, going back for the items, rinse and repeat. Like, you know? Local doctor's note. Traditionally, the residents of this town have relied on folk medicine for medical care. Even to this day, a number of the more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients come to me after exhausting the usefulness of their traditional remedies. I just wish they would come to me sooner, before it is too late for them. I was given the chance to discuss my concerns with one of the Iwais, a family who have stood as the town's physicians for generations. And to my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talks to educate the elderly on modern medicine. I want to respect local traditions as best I can. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just two sides of the same coin. I believe they can and should coexist with each other. But there is a really tough balance on, no, I'm going to just like chew on this leaf and then like rub some mushroom on my sack and that should work. It really just, you know, my grandpa did it. He died at, 45, unrelated, of course. He died because he was, he decided to use a frog instead and it was poisonous. All right, let's venture out of this zone. At least there's items where I can actually take them because we do already have some. It gets to a point where we find out how much we can carry of each, I suppose, before it's a full stack of items. We do have a shrine here, which is nice. Let's pray. We will offer some items. So, fully restoring stamina, prevents stamina consumption for a set period of time. Greatly restores max sanity, which I think we want to keep these because of how our sanity can actually be permanently reduced. So that's something I would definitely want to keep, because this is something to think about, is like the divine water fully restores current max sanity, so if that's been drained, it's not going to restore it, you know? Actually, no. This is me not even understanding the English language. So, no. Sorry, divine water is the better one that we want. Just ignore what I'm saying. Just don't even listen. I'm going to offer the Romune. And we will keep the divine water, which fully restores the max sanity. We now have 2 Yokan for greatly restoring health, but I mean, I'm carrying painkillers and bandages. I don't think that I'm really going to need these as much, so I'm going to use these as an offering as well. And then in terms of our stamina, this is our only stamina item, so I will keep that. And now I can pick up 2 more things. Let's save progress. And then we can just say, man, I wish that items were marked on the map. But I think we'll just let them go, because in 2 seconds we'll pick up another 2 items and then, you know, that's how it'll go. A wooden plaque. Place it back in a Hokora after writing your wishes. It upgrades Hinako's ability. Okay. You can use a blank Emma and Faith to pray at a Hokora and increase your max health, stamina, and sanity. You can also increase the number of Omamori you can equip at the same time. So that's how we do it. That makes me wish that I did not draw random Omamori, because I would have been sitting on much more Faith to pray and increase my abilities. Oh no. Here's me going, ooh, let's get one of these. And hey, I think I would have preferred an upgrade, but unfortunately it takes until now to get that. That's my bad. Also 1500 faith. God damn. I reckon the next upgrade that I would get would probably be just the sanity. Maybe the stamina. But yeah, I'll be back later, I guess, when I have enough. Oh. A sickle. Well-maintained tool for cutting grass. It's easy to use, but I have doubts about how long it'll last. All right. We have a third weapon.
Shu, いるか?
なんだ、相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも宇宙船総合行していたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の頬くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
Proceeds to not pinch herself. There's an element that I am quite curious about with Shu is like, I'm like, called out for him. There he is. And then we turn around and he's gone again. I don't know if that is the game, like being like still giving you a sense of being alone and he's just further up ahead in the fog, or am I imagining him? You know? Am I imagining him being there? And then I turn around and he's just gone. I'm like, oh, he must just be up ahead, you know? Space Wars is a game that Shu and I played together when we were kids. Basically, aliens, known as the Galactic Imperium, would arrive in UFOs in droves, and we would fight them to protect the town. Playmates would come and go. We called them new recruits and fallen ones, respectively. And in the end, Shu and I were the only ones left standing to combat the Galactic Imperium. We have a Hotei-sama, Agura no Hotei-sama, a clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain relief and can be either ingested or applied to the affected area. It is known in Ebusugaoka as Agura no Hotei-sama, or Hotei-sama's cure, and is still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population who has a distaste for modern medicine. So getting a bit of an actual contextual journal entry when we read the doctor's note. Tricky. Oh my! like a scripted grab moment. You will not be able to free yourself from an enemy's grasp if they successfully grab you. When grabbed by an enemy, your health and sanity will drop significantly. Whoa. Something to watch out for. You can get grabbed. I love that they put that there on purpose to be like, surprise. Hey, even I knew the thing was there and it still got me.
先生、いますか?
Take a peek inside the doctor's home. Against my better judgment, I'm going to... Okay. It's locked. Oh. Oh. It's, missing the face. I do not like what it looks like underneath. So you can see when you're looking at them that they do have like that incision on the face. The face comes off.
Sensei ですか?
Huh. I will check downstairs then. So this is slightly restores health, increases when used continuously. So there was some earlier, now we've got this one. So I guess let's equip this. For our first lot. This is cool. Moving the camera around. All right. To examine. Oh, yep. Don't know what I expected. Awesome. This is fun. I really like this as a thing that I can do. Not the eyeball part. We can leave that be. Nice. Draw key. We can't leave it open. Man, I sure hope I don't get jumped by a monster if I was to use this key in a drawer. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the Iwai family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at a gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. Though, as they discussed the details of their practices with me, I got the hint that they might still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as Doburoku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed. Perhaps operating within the grey area of legislation between traditional and modern medicine has always been the role of the local physicians here. So I've unlocked the drawer to give me a note that, hey, sometimes people, they want a little bit of alcohol in their thing. A little bit of rice wine. Never heard anybody?
誰かいるの?
Looks like shit in here. I can already tell that. Oh. Hey. Hey, big dog. Claw marks. No point shutting the door behind me because there's no locks on these things. Only locks when I don't use it. I can't lock it. Increases max health.
よし.
Not bad. Yosh. What do I have on at the moment? The cat, right? I have a little bit of protection. Greatly decreases damage while dodging. How much health? I don't know. A little bit? Autopsy report. Undetermined cause of death. Case 09. Body was astonishingly malnourished and the cavarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to various species, including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. No evidence to suggest they were put there by a human hand, seemed to be planted by insects naturally. Highly unusual behavior considering the current harsh winter temperatures. Yet another corpse to come through with an inexplicable COD. At least this one was easier to stomach than case 08. All bodies with unexplainable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Additional notes, this man was suspected of blaspheming against religious doctrine. He seemed to bear some kind of grudge against the Inari faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there can only be one outcome for not paying reverence to Oinari-san. A grudge against the Inari faith. The jump scare is, it's inbound. Like, it's overdue. You know what I mean? So we're just waiting for that because it's coming. As I said, but not less of a jump scare actually. You know what? Less of a jump scare. But hey, haha. Just because they don't have a face doesn't mean they're not going to come up and grab you. Where even were you? We'll never know. Okay, information gathered from the doctor's office. Tricky creature, that one. Must have run out around the window, curled back around the house, all just to die. We got the key, so I don't think that is currently a mystery. It would be nice if maybe it like was ticked off or something. We have a potential blood trail on the map down here. We got two directions to go, this way, and we were last talking to Shu, we could turn to the right instead. It would be kind of nice if you could like use an item like when you find it instead of it needing to be in the inventory first. Ah. We have our destination, Rinko's house. Fancy big house all the way over there, huh? Okay. In that case, I think we're on track, so I'm going to go the other way. Of course. I'm going to go the other way. We got to see what's down there. Being so brave. Honestly, I kind of disagree with the difficulty settings, but I can't change them now, which is a bit of a shame. I disagree with the description because it said like combat that was like traditional Silent Hill, and it's not. You know what I mean? Because traditional Silent Hill combat is definitely... It's definitely more than this. So in hindsight, I probably would drop it. I probably would have taken it up to a higher level. Oh no, I'm being grabbed. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Let's have a grab. Let's have a grab time together. Ow, that hurt. I'm almost kind of feeling like I should play worse. I'm like, let me play worse. Which is probably not the greatest idea. But enemies in traditional Silent Hill gameplay definitely take more damage, you know? We take more damage. It takes longer to kill them. You gotta hit them a few times. These ones are kind of going down a little bit easy. And I think that probably does come down to the fact that I'm clearly seeing a lot of potential combat here. Oh, okay. That's a grab. That's my bad. I was waiting for a counter. But yeah, I'm just like, I'll play more recklessly so I can take more damage so I can use my items. But yeah, I guess that'll be a slight regret that I voice is I believed when they said traditional Silent Hill experience. It's a little bit easier on the combat side, but I guess there is also a lot of combat as well. So there's a part for that to play in there. So we're currently in a maze. Hanging out in the rice field maze. These scarecrows are being very well behaved at the moment, given my assumption about them. Yeah. I thought my focus bar was going to be full. It was not. Okay. Hey, if you want to come hang out, like that's all good. I'm ready when you are. a dried carcass. Okay. Let's use an item. I guess because we've got 4 bandages, I'll use one to remove the tag. I'll take that to a shrine. Chocolate, a new imported candy that has been increasing in popularity, a rare treat for local children. Slightly restores current max sanity, and sanity will not be consumed when using focus for a set time and can be used as an offering. All right, I'll have to come back for the chocolate. Let's go to the shrine. Now that we've actually got a proper idea on how much faith is required for ability level ups, I'm gonna feel a lot better about actually donating items to the shrine. All right, we're at a dead end. All right, we have 690 faith. We'll get the chocolate and offer that as faith as well, but let's go for a increase on stamina. Your prayers were heard. You now have more stamina. Yes, I'll take the dodge more, please. How much faith do we get from the chocolate, however? 80. It's going to the gods. You ever give the god chocolate, you say, hey, you want this more than me, I guess. So now we'll hit up the... Part of me is like, maybe through here ends up going to the house. There's no real way to tell for sure until we hit a definitive dead end. Okay, this pathway then to the right. So many dead ends, I need to check which ones I've marked off. School paper cutout, the legend of Ibisugaoka's monster, Ayakakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as Ayakakashi. here in Abisugaoka. It appeared one sweltering summer day, deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances, like a ripple of hot air. People warned not to let one's gaze settle for too long upon its bizarre figure or try to get too close to Ayakakashi, for it will chase any who do the ends of the earth before taking their life. I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure this is the name of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So I have a picture in my mind of whatever that monster looks like. I may be wrong. I'm never wrong until I am. Okay, now that we have done that, it seems that the pathway here is blocked by A, but it doesn't actually say it's blocked. I also missed that. Doesn't matter because it was empty anyway. Oh, shit. Wow, I've soiled myself. All right, you got me. Hey, I think that I had a cool focus attack thing going on first, so maybe you should have let me get my attack in. What do you reckon? This one has a growth on it, so I guess it's a bit stronger. A little bit there. Took another hit. All right, you got me. I'll have one of those. Jackwit. I got my locations wrong. I was like, oh, there's a thing here and it's blocked. Me, who just totally hadn't even gone down here yet to get jump scared. How good. So instead of going through the road with none of this lovely floral growth, I decided to be so brave and take the path. The disgusting path.
ひなこか。この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
Ooh, okay. You want me to go around and drop in this garden? Okay. I have a feeling that this might actually end up being the way that we're meant to go instead of those other pathways. But maybe I'll be able to check them out later. We've been directed away from the disgusting growth. A second toolkit? Okay. Hey. Now, this is my very first video game, and I might be new. So forgive me for assuming right now, this is my very first video game. But, whoa, they just gave us a lot of items there. Like healing and another weapon and a toolkit as well, even. Surely that doesn't mean that we're about to fight a lot of people or a boss. I need a key. Well, shit. Okay. 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 How do I... Okay. I'm gonna smack his ass. I only have melee. I don't know what to do. This is what we've been saving all of our healing items for, right? Is there a counter to be done here? I don't know. Oh. Hung growth flower thing with a knife. Oh no, he's gonna respawn. Oh no.
どうする
Oh, haha, the keys fell down. Oh my god. It's a respawning beast as well.
まだだもっと回さないと
I don't have to take my hand off every time. I have the storehouse key.
よし
Oh! Oh, hey. Yep. Hey. Oh! How's that? How's that? I guess I'm just... Oh, I guess I'm just taking that sword to the back. Storehouse key. Oh. Oh. Hold. I'm gonna use the toolkit. Double kill.
Nanto なんとかな
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ行こうぜ。
行こう
Yeah, let's go. And then off he goes. All right, we survived an encounter with... Hey, what are we going to call that? Is it in here? What are we calling it? So, today we're learning something. This monster is... It's not called Fogtown, chat. My invisible chat, because this is pre-recorded. It's not called Fogtown. There's a monster that's found in the location of Fogtown. Now, I thought it was a weird name, and I shrugged it off. I said, man, that's unique. That's unique. Why would we call it that? Why would we call it Fogtown? And I shrugged and got on with my day. And I said, okay. This thing was called Dark Shrine. And I said, you know what? That sounds fucking cool. That sounds cool. Unfortunately, we actually don't know the names because they're just being described based on their location. So this is a giant repulsive lump of flesh that is filled to the brim with a maniacal anger. It howls awfully as it swings its large knife in any which direction. Its unfettered anger is no different from that of a wild animal. No, it's far worse than that. Directed anger. Like fleshy organic, but with the plant matter as well. I would love for Hinako to be like naming the monsters herself, but sure. I'll have to eventually find out what their nicknames are. As I proceeded last episode to go, wow, that's cool that we're getting told what their names are. Fogtown. How unique. Stupid. That's my bad. Okay. We've worked our way through here. We now can see the pathway to Rinko's house. We're going to go back this way so we can see what else is around here. Yeah, I could run through there. I'll run through there. It'll be fine. Boss fight was pretty sick, I will say. A boss that you can't actually beat just because of how fucking aggressive it is. That's even worse. Look at that. So I assume that these pathways would be dead ends too. Sorry to that Inari Sushi. You will be staying there for the time being. Actually, never mind. We're back. We're up again. Take this, take this. We're going to go get that sushi. So we've got 3 pipes at the moment. So I'm not using a toolkit for this one. Dodging a second time obviously does take way more of that stamina. I'm trying to see how my movement speed goes. We do some fast dodging. The Inari Sushi. Inari-sama's favorite offering. Once we find another Emma, we can do an upgrade.
武器が壊れかけてる。もう少しだけ持ってくれ。
We'll take the opportunity to save. Naturally. The way that he's... I see why they don't have him show up normally. Because you go, oh, here's a person. I'm gonna get him. Alright, hey, while you wait there, I'm gonna go, have a look around. Yes, and Ima. Another upgrade is inbound. I'm gonna get so friggin' strong. Probably gonna do sanity. Honestly, I think we're okay to upgrade health last. That's just my personal opinion. Having more stamina is good. Having sanity also seems like it's pretty good. This will take me to 600. And then let's have a look. Sanity. Your prayers were heard. Now, I'm probably not going to draw a random Omamori anymore, and I still wholeheartedly regret doing it. And I kind of wish that you could offer unwanted Omamoris so I could get some faith. I'll say, hey, great charm. If you don't mind, you can take it. And I'd love some faith. And another thing is obviously we've got just an increased max health here anyway. Let's check on the max stamina. So we've got an increase of stamina and sanity, and then stamina charm.
ここで遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。ほら。田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
ありがとう、相棒。
よし、行こうぜ。霧が深いな。リンクのやつ無事だといいんだが。
相棒
Ay. Getting lost. Memories. There was this time where I played hide and seek with a bunch of my friends when I was young. I got so excited and ran far away because I didn't want anyone to find me, and eventually got lost around here. I was sobbing and hollering and walked the wrong way for hours. Actually, I was told later that it was the exact opposite direction of my house. Even a town as small as this felt huge for me as a kid. I realized that I knew nothing about the town. Even these fields seemed to spread out endlessly into the horizon. So I turn around. Immediately, I'm somewhere else. I'm like trapped in my memory of getting lost. I'm sure I'm not the only one who sees what's, you know, in front of me. It's just like, I love it when this is the situation that I'm put in where the horror element is just put right in front of your face, and there is not the tension of, oh, something might jump out at me if I go around this corner. It's a moment of the control is put entirely up to me. I have to be the one to walk into that danger as I am staring these fucking scarecrows in the face. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with a creepy face. But there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The one reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurt. All you have to do is take the thorn out and it'll tell you which way to go. But don't get close to the really scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow that likes eating little kids. Having a blood red piece of paper, I'm just like, Silent Hill 2, immediately. I can save with this.
どういう意味?
Remove the thorns. So, does seeing the doll signify that we are in a memory?
これが壊れたらどうする?
The note is so interesting because my brain is like, so is there a real one? And there's a monster one? And these might actually not fuck me up? It's your funeral today. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. I can replace this steel pipe, but I'll just leave it in here for now because I expect that I will probably be using it. Dude, this is fucking crazy. They're being serious right now that one of these could be a monster, but the rest are just fucking fake scarecrows? You're gonna be shitting me. Oh, the one that has like a real face, but then a mask face on the back. I love that they're all unique. Actually, get fucked. Oh, I hate this so much. It's gonna make me interact with them. Oh, I've been waiting this whole time for one to just fucking grab me. I kind of feel like the fake one could be the one that has a mask on the head. This is so effective because it's literally making me like freeze, and I'm taking so long here. But I'm fucking frozen. Because what the fuck? You want me to remove this and then it'll point the way? Oh! And it's a fucking... Oh. Oh my god. The shape. Did they... Okay. Oh my... Oh, that animation is wild. Is there another one moving? Oh my god, that one's moving at me. And it stopped moving. When I looked at it, get fucked. No way. No way, no way. No way. Oh. It only moves closer to me when I'm not looking at it. So it attacked me and now it's back in the same spot? This is unreal. My expectation here was that I would just straight up kind of approach and then get attacked. But the way that I'm in a mixture of it being a puzzle, but then if I maybe fuck something up, it's combat. It's just, holy shit. So I see the ones that I can pull out of them. The mask face looks so real. Let me read the note again. So it just says there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. I wonder what the defining factor is. Well, it's it's not you. You're a scary one. And now, will she respawn? He respawned. There we go. Oh my god. The fact that they just appear there again is crazy. So there's only one that doesn't have a blade. So I would, yeah, I assume that this is the not scary one. Wish this game had a photo mode specifically for this. All right, sorry. There's no good photo mode option, right? So if I want to take a thumbnail, I gotta do it in my own way if I want a screenshot. Unfortunately, trying to position the creepy scarecrow has summoned another one that thinks it's very clever when I'm not looking. But all of them are holding a blade. One of them isn't. And she's right here. So let me just head back to this. Let me grab the sickle now that I broke that pipe. Now I wonder if I can interact with this without the other scarecrow coming towards me. Oh my god, it does. It approaches you when you're investigating. That is, yeah, that's great. That's awful. Oh, how cool is it? The concept of one that will only get you when you're not looking. Oh, and then it jumps you. I'm gonna be really careful. I don't want to like hit the other one. Wow. I'm such a fan of the design. It's unbelievable. Okay. This one doesn't have a weapon, so I'm going for you. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Flashcard. Okay. We're going this way. We've got the Ghost of Tsushima wind. I don't know if there's anything to be found in this field, or whether it's just I'm fucking lost. Okay, so it's taken me to another one. It's your funeral today. Good riddance. It feels as though I finally got this painful burden off my chest. This one doesn't have a weapon. Oh, it's different because, like, she's got a blade in the back, blade in the chest, and a blade in the hand. So this could be a weapon that I could grab. Looks much better than the sickle. Oh, this could be a weapon that I can have. Is this a weapon I can have or no? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like I can... Doesn't look like it. Weapon on the ground. Weapon on the ground could be a good choice if there's no longer someone who's not holding one. I think every other one has a weapon in hand. Oh, actually. Oh no, you've got a weapon in your back. This is the only one when a weapon is not touching. That's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. Okay, this direction. Were you there before? Oh my god. Was that one there before? These are just ones that can't even be interacted with. It's just delightful set dressing. I'm being so brave walking past them without without interacting. Just trusting. Just trusting, walking past them. Alright, we're at our next one, I guess. It's your funeral today. You hurt him, and now you're leaving him behind. I hope you suffer for what you've done. Straight up, you just don't have a weapon at all. You've got two. You've got one. One on the ground with one, but I can't pick up the weapon. You don't have one either. Okay. It's different now. There's multiple with weapons, some without. The ones without weapons... Oh, there's one nearby. I think it's that one over there. try to see how effective I can be at attacking first, and not always going to work out very well. Okay, now there's 3 without weapons, and then there's 1, 2, 3 with weapons, and then there's 1 with a weapon. No, 4 with weapons, 3 without, 1 on the ground with a weapon in the back. I wonder if weapon in the back is the... Oh, it's weapon in the front. In the chest. We might be being fucked with this time, where it might not just be 1 that doesn't have a weapon. This one doesn't even have a face. If I get it wrong, I'm getting attacked, and I guess that's it. Maybe we should look for, like, facial expressions? I don't know. This one's smiling. Dare we entertain a smile? Dare we entertain a smile? Oh. She just pulls out a blade. Okay. I entertained a smile. That was a mistake. Okay. Do we just do a process of elimination on ones without weapons? You have a... Okay, you're gonna have a weapon too. Okay. We're fucking it up now. Sadly. Okay. You also don't have a weapon, so we're going with you now. It's you. Okay. It was just, hey, one of them. I wonder why I called you over. The animation work here is just fucking fantastic. That's great. Love that for me. There's probably some stuff that you could find out in the field, but then I would be just risking getting lost. Oh man, is this the next one? Or am I going too far away? It's your funeral today. You were such a thorn in my side, always getting between me and him. Ay, ay, ay. So, are we getting some jealousy from Rinko vibes of getting between him and her? I feel like maybe also just like the clue is in this little note, like painful burden off my chest. Did we pull it off of a chest in the second one? And then this one is a thorn in the side, always getting between me and him. So am I getting one without a weapon with the thorn in the side? I'm just going to just say fuck it and immediately go for this one. No weapon, thorn in the side. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. And here I thought I was gonna just be onto something. Never mind. Okay. So not that. But it could be getting between me and him. So it could... It could be a positioning thing. So it could be thorn inside, but it has to specifically be like... between a type. It could be you, but your thorn's not in the side. They start off so far away. Alright, it's not you, which means I've just summoned one while another one is coming for me. Great. Awesome. Can't be mad at the opportunity to actually be using some of these healing items now. I am losing my sanity though. We'll use our sanity after this. Our sanity restoration. Okay, so it's not you. Hang on, which one's the one that wants me? Who want me? Is it you? It's you, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna guess that it's you then. In the middle. Could have just lied to you, told you to go any which way. It's your funeral today. Goodbye, and don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing, just like you always have. So I think getting between me and him, having it be the girl in the middle makes sense, because it's just in the middle. And the one here could be, don't show your face. This one's down on the ground, but I can't interact with it. Thank you. Love these empty crates. Don't show your face. Go do your own thing as you always do. Oh man, come on. It's gotta be you, right? All of those faces. Oh man. Oh. Alright. I reckon it could be this one. I can at least get like a focus attack. Oh, right. Yep. The delay when you miss that chance is crazy. Every one of those shots, I thought I was getting the kill. I was not. Okay. I'm just going to believe that it's you, because you just... The most interesting. Oh my god, you're not! Oh my god! It's not! Just because you look really cool and interesting doesn't mean that you're not going to be who I need. Oh man. Still cool as fuck, though. Hey, don't pick the one with multiple faces just because it stands out. Don't show your face. Go and do your own thing. You don't have weapons. You don't have weapons. You don't have weapons. I don't know about the not showing your face thing. Fuck. We are paying heavily with our resources in this section. Sanity and item durability. The works.
まずいな。武器が壊れそうだ。
And another one's coming for me as well. Oh my god. Okay. This is not my day. Hey, all your hidden blades, man. I gotta screw you. So it's not those two. Feel like I don't know about using the weapon repair kit, so at the moment I'm just going to switch to a new one. Because I might be able to either repair it or get a new one later. I'm going with you then. Are you wow. 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 It's also not you. Okay. Oh no. Oh god. All right. So really not good, huh? Huh. Okay. So all three of those was no dice. You have a blade. You've got two blades. I suppose that's doing your own thing. Pretty sure it's always been a girl to pick. Trying to think about the doing your own thing. Going for someone that just straight up has a weapon seems like a bad idea. So it's none of those three, and it's not you. We've checked out every single one that has a weapon. Goodbye, and don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing just like you always have. Now my brain's like, do I go and do my own thing? I shouldn't even be... Should I just leave? You know? Don't even do one. Wait, are you one? Oh my god, don't show your face. She's away from the whole thing. I thought about it. I thought about this. Being like, it could be one that's like just quite far away. But then I'm like, I might get lost. Depending on how far. I thought about it and I should have ventured out further, being like, well, they'd be further away. And I honed in on instead being like, is there anyone who's like hiding their face or looking away from everybody else? And it's you doing your own thing. With the same hair as me. It happens all the time. A kid falling to their death in the waterway. Oh my god.
おいひなこ
あれさっきのは
早く来いよ
It's getting exposed every single time I take a screenshot. Wish that didn't happen, but that's okay. Oh my fucking god.
リンコ
Yeah, sure. Hold on a minute. How crazy is that? Just having such a casual conversation and then, oh, the Scarecrow was an illusion as well.
ひなこ
リンコは
読んでみようリンコ俺だシュウだいるなら返事してくれ
来てくれたんだ。あ、ひなこも無事でよかった。
怪我はないか家族は
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんてこんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし気味の悪い怪物がうるつき回ってるし何が何だかわからないよ。
Just the awkward silence now. Making it pretty clear. She likes him. He likes me. Interpreting those funeral notes as jealousy.
サクコあんないい子がどうして。
これ以上ここにとどまるのは危険だ
There's the doll again.
町を出た方がいい
町を出るってお父さんやお母さんはみんなは助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ
でも町を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ
鉄橋がどうしよう。
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう
柊の家の裏山を抜けるのか。あの山越えられるの。
わさび田への道があるうちだけの抜け道だリンコ念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ
台所どこだっけ。
She only talks to Shu, not to me. Hey. She does not talk to me at all. Bit of an unreliable camera angle there, though. It didn't look like Rinko was moving when we fell, but I don't know. Everything feels unreliable. Especially when it's like, don't trust Fox Mask, you know, as well. And I'm like, who's telling us that? Is that our insecurity telling us that? You know? Is there an insecurity about, like, how Rinko feels towards us because of Shu, and then because of that, we are like, when we're seeing like the doll, or we're seeing like these warnings, is that like a manifestation of insecurity? Are we being left messages from beyond, from our sister? I don't know. It's very cool to think about, because in a moment like that, I'm like, there isn't a clear indicator of what actually happened, which raises a curious question. I really like how that's being presented, but it's clear in those scenes that Rinko is not talking to me. Rinko is only talking with Shu, and I'm just there. Wow. That Scarecrow sequence was insane. It's like one of those moments where it's so effective that it does freeze you in the moment, because just the atmosphere of it feels so fucking raw. You know, I'm not trying to like just quickly rush through it and solve through a puzzle. I feel soaked in the dread, you know? Amazing. So, the door is closed. Last time we were here, Fox Mask was off in this direction. We're in the corridors. So a convenient way for us to get knocked out back into the overworld. Let's try and find a shrine, shall we? Although I suppose the game is decent with its autosave. There should be a shrine. I see Fox Mask down there. So far away. Yeah. I'm like, where are you going? I want to see Shu use that baseball bat, though. Be kind of fun. It's really cool because I'm intrigued by what's happening in this part of the story. In my own head, I guess. And then I'm like, oh, but I want to go back to what's happening downstairs. What's going to happen? Messy scrolls. Wonder what that pretty little thing's chirps will sound like when I tear off that mask of hers. The girl before last was an exquisite specimen. I can barely contain myself every time I think about her. So we've been told, do not trust Fox Mask and beware Rinko. What the fuck was that? Oh. There's someone outside. It sounded like I was literally about to get stabbed. The sword sound effect seemed so close. I guess the good news about when it goes to a new scene or a new area, my sanity and stuff is all restored. So I didn't have to use divine water. We went through some decent equipment there, that's for sure. So now we can replenish our supplies when we get back. Someone with a blade is walking around. A key to get into that door. Felt pretty sure there would have been a shrine quite close to us upon entry. It turns out that is not the case. Looking for a shrine. I don't trust that. Oinari-san's emblem. We have an Emma. So who's behind here? Can't open it. There's a shrine. I don't know what that sound effect is. It's like blades. There's like blades involved. A museum of some sort. There are valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key. The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking. It took a long time to find her. Investigate the strange object. I think I'm missing something. Okay. We need a missing object part to go in there. Oh! Okay, that was our glimpse of whatever the fuck that thing is. Gotcha. Something. Storage room key. It's probably where the object is. And here's our shrine.
あれは何？
It's a weapon. And the shrine is going to be where we bring this episode to a close. Take my dried carcass, and we will record our progress and save it here. That is the end of Silent Hill F episode 2. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere in getting lost in the fields. I think we can just kind of, go around the bridge. We'll get our, our shoes wet a bit, cross over, climb up the rocks, and out we go, right? No, because we've got to figure it out. We'll see what happens when we wake up from this nightmare, if our head hurts a little bit, and what's actually going on with Rinko, if she can be trusted or not, and if we'll decide to go elsewhere. Looks like we might be putting the first aid kit to use immediately. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Really enjoying the game. Please leave a like or a comment or subscribe if you haven't already to support the channel, and you can get 2 weeks of early access on Patreon if you'd like to support me directly as well. Thank you so much for watching me today, and I will see you next time.